Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Hearthstone Grandmasters Season 1 playoffs are here. Games are being played Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and this time there's a little bit of something for you if you choose to watch the games, because Blizzard is giving away some Rise of Shadows card packs. You can get 1 pack for watching for 3 hours, you can get 2 packs for watching for 6 hours, and there's also a chance to get some classic packs from a random draw. That chance might not be too high. I have watched pretty much all of the previous events where this has been going on, and I have never managed to win a classic pack, but those 2 Rise of Shadows packs are up for grabs if you choose to watch some Grandmasters this weekend. Of course, you need to link your Battle.net account and your Twitch account in order to be eligible for the pack drops. So you need to go on Twitch to the settings and connections and link a Battle.net connection to your Twitch account. But what are you going to be watching? The meta looks like this: 8 mages, 7 rogues, 1 hunter, 1 paladin, 1 warrior. Surprisingly, warriors almost completely out of the game, and tons of mages. So in that sense, because mage is mostly countering warrior and in turn being countered by rogue, the players who brought mage got bamboozled a little bit. Looking at the archetypes, all the mages are Cyclone mages, there's Bomb Warrior, Holy Wrath Paladin, Midrange Hunter, and in rogues there's 6 Shark Rogues and 1 player Frozen is bringing a Pogo Rogue. But what are the players playing for in these playoffs? Players are of course playing for some money, but most of all they are playing for a spot at the Hearthstone Global Finals that will be held at BlizzCon. We're here now, Season 1 playoffs, 3 players advance, so 1 player from each region, Americas, Asia Pacific and Europe, is going to get a BlizzCon spot. But who's going to make it there? Let's go take a look at the playoff brackets and see what it looks like. First of all, Asia Pacific Group A. Alutimo won Division A, so he's going to have a bye on the first round, wherein Dawn and Stas are going to be playing each other. Then the winner of that is going to play against Alutimo for a chance to advance to a single elimination bracket, and another spot to the single elimination is going to come from the losers bracket. Players are bringing Alutimo and Dawn are bringing a Cyclone Mage, and Stas is bringing a Midrange Hunter, which happens to be a pretty good counter to Cyclone Mage. So Stas is actually heavily favored to win this group. And then Dawn and Alutimo are going to find out the second spot in a Cyclone Mage mirror. Probably anyway, well, anything can of course happen. But that Midrange Hunter Cyclone Mage matchup is one of the most one-sided matchups in these playoffs. In Asia Pacific Group B, Shaxi won the division, so he gets the bye, and then there's Surrender and Tyler. As for the archetypes, Shaxi is bringing Cyclone Mage, Surrender and Tyler are both bringing Shark Rogue. And Shark Rogue is also countering Cyclone Mage, it's around 60-40 or something. So should the favored player always win, then Surrender and Tyler should both advance and leave Shaxi behind. And if all goes according to predictions, then the final single elimination bracket would look like Stas versus Surrender or Tyler, and then Alutimo or Dawn against the other one, Surrender or Tyler. And because Shark Rogue is favored against both Midrange Hunter and Cyclone Mage, that would mean a Surrender versus Tyler finals for the global finals spot. In Europe, Group A, Fenomeno has the bye when Seiko and Bunnyhopper meet each other in the initial match. Fenomeno is bringing Cyclone Mage, Seiko is bringing Shark Rogue, and Bunnyhopper is also bringing Cyclone Mage, which means that Seiko is favored to go through as the first one, and then Feno and Bunny would decide on the second one in a Mage mirror. In Europe, Group B, Hunterrace has a bye, whereas Colento and Orange meet in the initial match. Hunterrace and Colento have brought Cyclone Mage, and Orange has brought Shark Rogue, which means that Orange is favored to go ahead as the number 1 seed from here, and Hunterrace and Colento would meet in a Mage mirror to determine the second one. And if all of this goes as predicted, then it would be Seiko against Hunterrace or Colento, and Orange against Fino or Bunnyhopper, both matches being Shark Rogue versus Cyclone Mage. If Shark Rogues take the wins, then it would be a Shark Rogue mirror Seiko versus Orange in the finals. In America's Group A, Frozen has a bye. Monsanto and PNC are meeting in the initial match. Frozen has brought Pogo Rogue, Monsanto has brought Shark Rogue, and PNC has brought Cyclone Mage. Monsanto is favored against both, and PNC is favored against Frozen. So it should be Monsanto going through as the number 1 seed and PNC as the number 2 seed. In America's Group B, Doc has a bye. Eddie and Purple meet in the initial match. Doc has brought Shark Rogue, Eddie has brought Holy Rat Paladin, and Purple has brought Bomb Warrior. Eddie's Holy Rat Paladin, it targets mages, but there are no mages. And Purple with the counter meta pick, predicting people will try to counter mages, and he's going to counter the people who counter mages, which means that Purple is heavily favored in this group. And Doc is favored to go on as the 2nd seed. That would give Monsanto versus Dog and Purple versus PNC as the semifinals, and here Purple would finally meet that mage that counters his warrior. PNC would be the finals against Monsanto or Dog, both of whom in turn have a Shark Rogue deck that counters PNC, which would mean Monsanto or Dog winning. However, if Eddie were to somehow beat those rogues, which is not impossible, then Eddie might make it to the finals against PNC, facing Cyclone Mage, which is his best matchup by far, and that might mean that Eddie could win. So obviously all of these are just probabilities. It's something like 60-40 matchups for the most part. These are what would happen if the favored player would always win, but that's not always going to happen that way. So there is still a lot of Hearthstone to watch. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.